Got a question asking if a landlord's selling their house and a tenant fills out a tenant estoppel certificate, does that void out any sort of relocation assistance? Hi, my name is Rob Wells. I'm the Landlord Warrior on TikTok and YouTube. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to our videos. Now, a tenant estoppel certificate and being entitled to relocation assistance are two different things, okay? What a tenant estoppel certificate really is like a certification of the terms as the tenant understands them. And in most contexts, particularly in commercial leases, usually the selling landlord provides the tenant estoppel certificate to provide to a buyer so that a tenant can't say when the buyer closes on the property, hey, you know, my lease says the rent is $1,000 instead of the $900 or whatever it is. It confirms certain facts of the tenancy, okay? Rent, security deposit, other terms like who pays what and so forth, okay? Now, and these can come into handy if a tenant went and said, hey, you know, my deal with the previous landlord was X, Y, and Z. Well, if the tenant has that certificate and they acknowledge and sign it and so forth, that could be used against them. And that's kind of why people use them. In the residential context on sales, I do see tenants fill them out. And it's a good thing to fill out just so everyone's on the same page of what the terms of the tenancy are, okay? So that's what that is. Relocation assistance is usually governed by some type of ordinance or state law. In the Tenants Protection Act, the law requires certain landlords to provide at least 1 month's worth of move-out assistance for a no-fault just cause eviction. So I don't see why a tenant estoppel certificate would void any type of entitlement to relocation assistance. Maybe I'm missing something here. I don't know. So, but landlords, if you're facing a situation where, you know, you're not sure what the tenant estoppel certificate means in your particular transaction, and if you want to know if you have to pay relocation assistance or not, or if you even have just cause to terminate a tenancy, or whether or not you have to have just cause or not, feel free to reach out. We might be able to help out. Put your comments, questions down below. I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. Until next time, folks, I'll talk to you then. Thanks.